let me tell you, since I got married, I'm busy. And I remember some people asking, what are you doing? I am busy taking care of my house, doing this, doing that, serving my husband. But then I realized that I need to differentiate between activities and productivity. Hi guys, how you doing? I hope you're good. Hope you're fine. Welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Josie Wanyonyi. If this is the first time you're coming across this channel, kindly don't make it your last. Consider subscribing and join our beautiful family. If you've been here, thank you so much and welcome back. Today, I want to be a bit intrusive. I want to be a bit personal. I want to talk about how I'm exiting my lazy girl era. And let me tell you, this has been a battle. Because first of all, for me even to say that I am lazy, it's been a struggle. But to God, the Holy Spirit has been on my case and just addressing it as it is, and God helping me to say, for you to overcome it, call it as it is. Lazy era. And the scriptures I've been reading and how they have been so hitting me so hard, honestly. Laziness, slumber, slothfulness, dragging yourself, all that, how they lead to poverty, how they, it's just so bad. And I thank God because the Holy Spirit is always means well for us. He's here to help us. And I want to say that since I got married, I've been in this season where at first, because of the stress and the struggle of wedding planning, I was just so tired. I just want to rest. I just want to relax. I don't want to pressure. But I realized that it would go to a point where also just now coming into the marriage life and trying to incorporate marriage, me serving my husband and working on myself and pushing my goals. There has been quite an imbalance there, and it has been a struggle for me. And so it started with rest, but little did I know that I got into this place where I was now lazy. I was dragging myself. I was just not moving, well. I wasn't diligent. I was feeling heavy, feeling just tired and all that. And I've had these moments where the Holy Spirit have been helping me to understand that I've been slothful, I've been lazy, and just helping me to understand the consequences of the same. And that is why I'm talking about me exiting, because it is not a good place to be. One thing, God help me to understand that at times the devil may not attack you with a physical thing, but he may put you in a state of being unproductive, in a state of being inefficient, in a state of sluggishness and slothfulness. But he is working to fulfill his mission in your life. Just call it as it is. And I just had to face it, and just address it. And I thank God for God has really been helping me out of it. And even as I'm sharing you, God has helped me to come into some discoveries that of course I want to share with you, to trust God to, just help us manage our time and be, productive, okay? And I want to say that, first of all, as I said before, calling it as it is. It is laziness. It is slumber. You're dragging yourself. My body just feeling like, I can't, wake up early, or I struggle waking up. And so I've had to take deliberate, decisions. And of course, going forward, I'll be sharing with you some of these things that I'm actually also practically just doing to ensure that I am productive. And so if you've been in this place where let's say you complain about being lazy or just being tired, okay? And or not only just being lazy, meaning you're not doing nothing, you are doing things, but when you look at them, they are not leading to much profit, okay? And I'm gonna talk about it. I don't want to go ahead of myself, but just realizing that you are in a state of not being efficient, not being productive, and also just feeling like time is going by so fast and you can't get hold of that time. I've been complaining how days are going by so fast. Time is moving. But God is like, what time are you waking up, honestly? And I want to say that this has been a struggle because when I got married, of course, I wake up early to prepare my husband for work because I'm not working at the moment, like having a 9 to 5 job. So I prepare him, then I have to go back to sleep. But you see, at times I extend so much. And previously I will have an excuse that it's because I woke up earlier. But then I looked at my life and I'm like, but what am I doing, honestly, about me? Is it even right? You may have the excuse. It may seem convenient. You may seem like what you're doing is good. It's good, of course. I feel good. Waking up, serving my husband. It will be easier maybe him just waking up and preparing himself and I sleep through it and wake up earlier and do my things, but still I want to serve him. But God just helped me to see that at the end of the day, there may be activities you're doing that are good, but there isn't productivity in as much as your own life. And just profit is concerned, okay? And there is where I'm coming with this. So also just coupled with the transition and being caught up with how to manage the transition has been a challenge. And just even getting to this point where I've been working with God to know now how to go about it. How do I manage myself, even as a young wife, you know, taking care of my spouse, but also being productive with my time. And I want to tell you some of the 5 ways on how to maximize on your time, okay? The first point is asking for wisdom, okay? Asking for the wisdom of God to maximize on time, because one of the things that laziness does, it wastes our time. Of course, it does waste our time so much, and time is a resource, because that is one thing I've been complaining and been wanting to really get hold of time. I keep complaining time is moving by so fast. How do I go about it? And so these are some of the ways, by the grace of God, and how, you know, God has also been helping me. The book of Ephesians chapter 5 from verse 15 to 17. See that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understand what the will of the Lord is. And one thing that God revealed to me that is that I need the wisdom of God. To redeem my time, I need the wisdom of God. Because you can walk as a fool, you can be going about your business as a fool, but you need the wisdom of God to redeem time. And I've just realized that, honestly, I was talking with my husband that we are in evil days, because the way even time goes by so fast, if you don't have the wisdom of God, it is hard to maximize on the same time, because you can do so much in the time that we have. That means that we need the wisdom of God to be able to maximize even on the time, meaning the wisdom of God will help us to be more precise, will help us to be more accurate, because the Bible goes on to say that you may understand what the will of God is for your life. What is God's will? So that we are not just doing things that they're not even in line with His will for our lives, in line with His purpose for our own lives. So just asking for the wisdom of God, and God has really helped me in this area, that I should constantly ask for His wisdom so that I be redeeming time, you know, in whatever I'm doing, redeeming time, because the days are evil. So this is one way you can, you know, exit laziness and just steward and maximize on the time that you have. Ask for the wisdom of God. That's what the Bible says, because the days are evil. You cannot get hold of the time. Most people are actually complaining that days are going by so fast, meaning we need the wisdom of God to go about it, okay? That is one thing I have learned, and I'm really praying and trusting God every time that God help me to be wise and also to understand what your will is in this season of my life, okay? The other lesson I have learned is ensuring diligence, okay? In whatever I am doing, I want to be diligent. Putting in your effort, but being careful at what you're doing to maximize on what exactly you're doing. And also understanding that time, okay, and also seasons, to maximize on the same, there is need for diligence. there's need for us to be diligent in what we are doing so that we are achieving more from whatever we are doing with the limited time that we have, and also to maximize on the time that we have. Okay, that is also another thing that I'm really working on, and I thank God because I have a perfect example. My husband is a diligent man. That guy, whatever he does, he is always diligent, and I feel like he maximizes his time. He's good at time management, he's good at maximizing, and I'm really, I thank God because I'm learning from him, being just diligent at whatever I do, giving it my very best. Okay, that helps to maximize on the time that you have, that whatever you do, you know that you are doing it well. The other way that God is helping me also to steward on time, and the revelations I've been getting, is differentiating between activity and productivity. Someone say that activity in its essence is about being busy. It's in the meetings we attend, the emails we send, the calls we make, the hustles and the bustles of lives. That is activity. But productivity is about the outcome of the activities. What is the outcome of that activity that you're doing? Not just about doing things, but doing the right thing. Okay? It's not just about doing things, just the activity, but doing the right thing that lead to meaningful results. That is productivity. And God was helping me to understand that when I am at a place where I can differentiate. Let me tell you, since I got married, I'm busy. And I remember some people asking, what are you doing? I am busy taking care of my house, doing this, doing that, serving my husband. But then I realized that I need to differentiate between activities and productivity. If what I'm doing, yes, it is good, but also there is what will be of more profit. Okay, and that is me being productive in whatever I am doing. Whatever I'm doing, it's leading me closer to my goals. It is leading me closer to the things I want to achieve, and the purpose that God has for me. And at times it can be hard. Okay, like if I can ask, if you are a mother, if you are a wife, if you are serving your family, is that just being productive? It is being productive. And that's what I'm saying. Also asking for the wisdom of God, because both are important, okay? But also just being able to differentiate. Am I being productive, or am I just full of activities? That is one thing that I'm also intentionally deliberate about, to just find balance between activities and what is also, doing the right thing that will maximize on my time and also bring profit. Okay, so that is another way to also maximize on time. Just learn the difference between being productive and actually being full of activities. The other way to maximize time is quality over quantity. And I was sharing with a friend of mine, and I was telling her, you can be late for prayer, let's say for instance, and someone can come 3 hours earlier. But it's not about the many things you do. It's about the quality of what you're doing. How are you doing it? And of course, it relates with the point of diligence. The quality of what you do matters more in terms of, maximizing on our time and just stewarding on time. Is what I'm doing really of quality, or I'm just spending a lot of time doing a lot that they're not profit? We can do that. We can be doing so many things but profiting little. But someone may be doing just 30 minutes activity that is bringing so much profit. And so there's need for that understanding, and just that balance between quality and quantity, so that we're not doing so much, getting so much that has little profit to us, but rather looking at the quality of what we are doing. Is it of quality? The prayers I make, is it with the right heart? Is it with the right, condition? Is it in line with the will of God? That's quality. Is it, whatever I'm doing, is it the right way? As I'm living my life, am I living it the right way? As I'm serving in this season, am I just doing many activities, or am I doing it with the right attitude, with the right heart, the quality of what you do? matters most in terms of us stewarding our time. That is one thing that God is also teaching me as I work on, redeeming my time and just stewarding my time. Remember, we are saying that time is moving by so fast. So we need to know, we need to have these hacks. How can we go about it to maximize on the same? And finally, the other thing or the other way that you can steward and I am doing to maximize on time is praying. Just praying for God to help me, praying for God to guide me, pray for God to lead me. In moments of weakness, we may have weaknesses. Let's say you have a weakness in time management. It takes me going to God and telling God, God, I know you have the power to help me, and being deliberate to act as the Holy Spirit quickens you to do so. Because at times the Lord may be quickening you and we are constantly praying, God, help me. But He is putting it on our heart. Now do this. Wake up earlier. Do that. But we are not doing it. But being intentional about the leading of the Holy Spirit and actually praying that God help me, and doing my part to respond as the Holy Spirit quickens me. And so far, I really thank God, because I'll be sharing in the next video some of the practical activities that I am doing to help me, and that they are helping me really to be productive and to maximize on my time. So that is one thing also, that God is able to help you. I've learned that God is not limited. At times we limit God to some things, but God is able to help us, because at times some things are a spiritual attack, some things are just an attack. You are in this place where you feel helpless at times to do some things, and so just asking for the help of God will be of benefit. So yes guys, I hope this video was of help to you in one way or another. If it did, kindly like the video. Of course, like the video for me. It helps to push it to other people who will benefit from the same, and consider subscribing if you haven't. Remember to leave a comment if you don't mind on what you have learned, and other ways that we can also learn to steward on time, how you are doing it even in this time where we feel like time is going by so fast. How are you doing it? And just let us know. And if you are a wife and or a mother or all that, can you just help us know how you differentiate between activity and productivity? A young wife here wants to learn. Thank you so much guys for watching till the end. I do love and appreciate you. See you in the next video.